Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is C and I post financial videos every single Friday. So if you are into videos about finance, cash stuffing, budgeting, definitely think about hitting that subscribe button down below to join the family and follow me along on my journey. It's completely free to do, so definitely click that button and then let me know in the comments down below that you've joined the family. Okay, let's just go ahead and get started. As always, we're going to get started with my bullet journal here. Okay guys, so we're all zoomed in. We're looking at the second paycheck out of 4 paychecks for April. Now this week is a little bit different than any of my other previous weeks because I finally got my paycheck from my second job. I was rehired because I reopened, but I live in Ontario, Canada, and we just went back into lockdown. So I have a paycheck from my second job today, but I probably won't have one in the future for a little bit because it is closed again, sadly. So I'm very grateful for the fact that I had 2 paychecks this week. And you know what? It is what it is. It'll reopen eventually. My incoming paycheck this week, we are dealing with a total of $922.64. Now, I don't like change. We are only going to be pulling $920 because $264 is going to be transferred from my paycheck in my checking account to my emergency fund. $920 is what we're dealing with for the week. We are going to start with unstuffing my wallet. And the reason we're doing this, if you didn't watch last week's video, which I would highly recommend because it was the largest amount of cash I've ever stuffed and it completely changed my budget. And that was last week's video where I stuffed my tax return. In last week's video, I officially became 1 month ahead on bills and 1 month ahead on spending. So all of my bills for April are sitting in my checking account right now, and all of my spending for April is sitting in my cash envelopes for my spending. Basically, every week I will make a budget for how much I'm allowed to spend from each category, and then I'm going to unstuff that money from my cash envelopes to put into my wallet to bring back to the bank, and that's because I pay everything on a credit card. So that's the way I do this. If you have a bad relationship with credit, I wouldn't recommend doing this. I would just pay everything out of your cash envelope like most cash stuffers do. But I don't like to do that, especially during the pandemic. It's just easier for me to buy things online or pay with like tapping my card. So we're unstuffing, like I said, a total of $290 into my wallet to go back to the bank. From that, we're doing $100 to Amazon, and that's in my spending category here. Okay, we're doing $50 to gas. And we're doing $50 for groceries. Okay, so that's it from the April spending that I set aside. And then from my cash envelopes, I have to unstuff $30 from my household. So go here. $30, and you'll see here it had $105. I took out $30, so it should have $75 now. And then car maintenance is $60 coming out because I had to get my winter tires taken off. And this envelope doesn't actually say car maintenance. It's actually a debt envelope, but I don't have a car maintenance envelope yet. So this should be $290, $150, $220, $40, $60, $80, and $90. Perfect. And that is going into my wallet. And my wallet here. Okay. So put this off to the side for now. And what we're going to be stuffing from the $920 paycheck is going to be a small chunk of my bills for May. So April's all done. We're going to stuff these into my bills envelope, and then I'll go ahead and deposit the May bills envelope in there so that all my bills are sitting there ready to go. So this week we're doing $300 for rent, which is 2/3 of my total for rent for the month, and $25 for subscriptions. That's Netflix and Spotify. And then also for my May spending, we are going to start stuffing $60 for gas and $40 for groceries. I always do a total of $100 as my budget for gas and groceries. And because gas prices are soaring where I live, the usual 50 isn't cutting it. So I'm raising it to 60, which means I have to lower grocery, which hopefully will work out. Okay, so that's a total of $425 going into May bills and spending. Okay, so $425. I have my cash envelope here from the bank, so we're gonna give this account and make sure that this is 920, 100, 200, 300, 450, 550, 600, 50, 700, 20, 40, 60, 88, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 99, 5, 10, 15, and 20. Perfect. Guys, I'm still so excited from last week of officially being 1 month ahead. That has honestly just changed my anxiety with money so much. I feel so much more comfortable with my monthly budget, especially being someone who has inconsistent paycheck. Like, I can have 0 hours, I can have full-time hours. It really depends on that week and how much I'm needed. So it's just insanely helped me. If you guys have hit any milestones that are really exciting in your cash stuffing journey or your budgeting journey or just in life in general, leave those below. I want to know. How are you guys doing? We're going to be putting all of this money into bills, and like I said, going to be $425. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 54, 5. Okay, 425, 1, 2, 53. Oh, terrible. Girl, get it together. Okay, trying this again. 1, 2. Why did I just do the same mistake twice? Jesus Christ. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 54, 20, and 5. Okay, and that's going into bills. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 57, 50, 70, 80, 85. Okay, so that is everything that we're stuffing in terms of bills. We're going to move on to our cash envelope. So out of that 920, we used 425, which means we have 495 to get stuffed into my cash envelope. These 20s are driving me crazy when people fold the cash. 20s get all wonky. Okay, so starting as always with household, and this one just took some money out of, so got a refill. So this week we're putting in $10, and it should already have 75. Okay, so that leaves 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85. Okay, next is personal. So personal is getting a total of $210. I normally just put like $10 or $20 in here, but I have a dentist appointment coming up and my tooth rudely decided to just crack into pieces. So I have to get it fixed, and I have no idea how much that's going to cost. So I'm going to put a good chunk of that for $95 into here. And it had 90 in here already. Okay. So now it has 100, 50, 200, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 300. And car maintenance, which like I said earlier, it's just sitting in a debt envelope. And the reason it's sitting in the debt one is because the debt one's kind of spare right now. I was so focused on trying to get a full month ahead on bills and spending that I hadn't been putting anything towards my debt. But now that that tax return has fully accomplished that goal, I'm going to go ahead and start easing my way into it. Car maintenance is getting at $10. We took out $60 earlier. Okay. So we have $20, $40, and $50. I'm just realizing that I think I put the wrong denominations that I wanted in here. I think I wanted 20s. Yeah, shoot. Okay, we're gonna fix that, or else I won't be able to stuff anything else later. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. And I'm switching that out for 100. So that should be good. I'm glad I remembered that until I got to the end and was like, I don't have any more bills. Okay, back to our regular scheduled program. So back to gifts, which was getting 10. And it had 110 in it. So it now has 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, and 120. Okay, and then travel is not getting stopped. So self-care is next. And it's getting $5. It had 75. So that is now 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 75, and 80. And then school, which is another big priority for me. So school's getting 100. Oh, it has 230 in there. So now we have 150, 250, 300, 20, and 30. And it currently has 500 in the bank as well, which I put in there during my tax return stuffing. Down payment, that's gonna get $5. Oh, just take it out and count it. Okay, so that's 20, 30, 35, and 40. Okay, and then Christmas. Christmas is getting $5, and it had 40 in it. Honestly, this is the most prepared I've ever been for Christmas. I'm usually like the week of Christmas being like, oh shoot. So honestly, fast stuffing completely changed how much I procrastinate and how far ahead I think about certain things. Let me know down below, is there like a sinking fund that you thought of and like pre-planned out that you never, absolutely never would have thought about before this? Let me know, because Christmas is one of them for me. I never would have, oh, and gifts. I never would have had money set aside for people's birthdays and Christmas and stuff like that ahead of time. Christmas getting $5, it had 40 in it, so 20, 30, 35, 40, and 45. Okay, and then savings, that's my emergency fund, which I had to completely pull all the money out of my emergency fund when COVID first hit. So we are slowly rebuilding her. Okay, so this week it's gonna get 50. And it had 100 in here. Oh, sorry, it had 200 in here. So now it has 51, 52, 50, and 300. Okay, so that is it for the sinking funds and bills binder. Give that a close. Is going to go ahead and go into my 52 weeks challenge jar, or glass cup, I guess. My thriving cup. I put $20, $40 in here every single week, and I don't count it because I want to be surprised every quarter how much is in here. So that's all good. So that is all 920 allocated, and we are all done for the week. I want to take a moment before I say goodbye just to thank you guys for stopping by. If you've made it all the way through, I just want to take a moment, as I always do at the end of every video, to say thank you for being here and for lending me your time and attention. Time is money. It is so, so precious. So I am so grateful that you decided to spend it here with me today. I wish you a happy, healthy, and productive week, and I hope that you meet all of your goals this week. If you don't, be patient with yourself, be kind to yourself, and just remember to forgive yourself. Okay, that's it this week, guys. Bye!